make sure to introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Henry, captain of the Bemani Lounge competitive team, and I have an INFERNOID deck with you guys here today. I usually play combo decks, but in this case, I'm playing control. I think right now there's a diverse format where a lot of cards are being played, like Mystic Mine and Super Poly, and it's really hard to play combo right now, like Rockets, Spirals. Shaddolls is kind of combo heavy, and of course you have your Dinos, which is going second. All those decks have one thing in common, and they get hit by Mystic Mine, they get hit by DD Crow and Super Poly, and this deck doesn't really have that problem. So I really like it. I like how you can keep on pushing every turn, and it's a really good going second deck. So without further ado, let's get into their profile. So your normal summon of the deck, you're going to play 3 copies of INFERNOID Decatron, just sends any INFERNOID, copies its effect. I play 2 copies of Antro right now. I think Antro is really good, this format, because it can bounce back the Shaddol Fusions and they don't get their effects. Bounce back Mellowseek, you can bounce back any kind of card, any kind of extra card, Bates and Appaloosa Negate, stuff like that. So it's a pretty good card. Then I play 1 Harmodic for Monster Destruction, 1 Petrulia for Spell Trap, and then Sajet, which is played for Void Feast, of course. I play 2 copies of INFERNOID Sight Samas, which is at the end of battle phase you can banish a card, non-targeting, and then Atondel for OTK potential with Equimax and Atondel, that's an OTK. And then for the big guys, I play 2 Deviati and 2 Anonku. This blows up spells and traps, except for void cards, and this just blows up monsters. So, yep, that's pretty much it. You don't want to play too little Infernoids, which I see a lot of Infernoid decks doing, because Infernoids are not really great to draw. However, there's a certain amount of there's a threshold where you have to play a certain amount of Infernoids for the Infernoids to be effective. So, I think it's important to play like a certain number. So, that's it for the Infernoid cards. And then for just tempo cards, I play a Raiden and Raikou. So this is because you could play triple charge of the Light Brigade in your deck. So it's just additional milling. You are playing enough Infernoids for milling to be good. A lot of Infernoid strategies right now are switching to Trap Trick and then trying to switch to like kind of turbo at Void Feast. I think that's incorrect just because it kind of makes going second a little bit more awkward, and I'd rather just have bodies. So if you open up double charge, I mean, you want to always search Raiden first because it's additional mills, it's a tuner, you can make Omega with it. And then Raikou, if you open up this, Raikou, what it says is you can banish a Lightsworn from hand or grave, and you can banish a card in the field and it doesn't target. So if you opened up double charge, you can search this one and search that one, and then this is just non-targeting removal, and so this is just mill, so this kind of starts your game, and this is kind of like spot removal, so they're pretty good. And then other monsters, I just played double Lava Golem. It's a pretty good way to get rid of your opponent's field against Spirals, against sometimes even against like older guys like chipping their Silk and Multi-Faker, and every deck is pretty good against. For spell cards, this is like the best part of the deck. Triple Vanishment, search into Triple Imagination. This is your Shaddol Fusion, but much more broken because you can send up to 6 from your deck, and then the effect of Tiara triggers, and you can mill 3 more. So it's just very, very good. And then you have Triple Extravagance. Another reason why this deck is good is because you can play Extravagance, you can draw more cards, and the deck doesn't really have any more other draw cards, so it doesn't conflict. Triple Monster Gate. Monster Gate just mills your deck more, gets you into your other normal summons. So like if you in a way it's good to play, like this can't be hit off reasoning, that's why you play it over Kaiju. But in a way it's good to have like a 4 in the deck in case they call 1, which they will, and you get to special summon the Raiden and you just get additional pluses by milling. And then you play triple charge to get you into your Raiden and your Raikou, very well balanced. I like there's an old Patrick Hoban theory where if your deck is already good, but you then give yourself a chance to get even more lucky, and you put variance on your side, you raise your ceiling. So it's mostly, that theory is mostly meant for combo decks, but I think it fits here nicely because you can get lucky by milling good cards, but even if you don't mill well, you can still add a Raiden and you still keep your tempo going. So, triple charge. Double layer, this is kind of weird because I don't play terraforming. I don't like terraforming because it's a mill deck, so if you mill the layer and you draw the terraforming, it kind of conflicts. But just having 2 I think is a good number. It's almost like a floodgate if you draw it, and not much else to say. You don't want to break with too many. If you draw 2, that's really bad. You need if you're playing a going second deck, you need every card in your hand to do something. So I don't want to brick with 2, but it's good when you draw it. And then I play 1 reasoning, card's broken. It's that 1 for a reason. No pun intended. I talked myself into that one. But this card is good, and hitting Decatron, even if they call it right, it's still really good. It's like a more broken Foolish Burial. And then I play Burial from the Different Dimension, which is also really good. It's always important to play recovery cards in your deck. Like, I'm never going to play Shadal's without Pot of Avarice, and I think that this is similar, where you reset your engine in a way, you send 3 more, and it allows you to have an extra Infernoid summon without having to play too many Infernoids. So it's like playing more Infernoids without playing more Infernoids. So it's good at 1, it's actually at 3 right now, but I don't want to brick with too many. I think it's a good 1 of, just to get you back into the game. And then I play a Triple Evenly Matched, just another going second card. It's really good against back row decks. I think if you don't play this card, you have a hard time against some control decks like Luna Light and things like that. Some combo decks rather, and some control decks. So it's pretty good in the main. And then I play the 1 of Void Feast, just to, if you're able to search it off of Banishment, then you have an instant, 2 negates, and you have 3 monsters on the field. You send 2 more cards with Decatron. It's like a +5. It's really good. So that's it for the main deck.
How many cards?
41 cards. And then for the extra deck, I play Triple Tiara to summon off of Imagination along with Triple Ents. So it's important to play 3 of these because you're playing Extravagance, so you're going to hit some of them. I've never hit all 3 Tiara or all 3 Ents, so as long as you have at least 1 of each, it's good. You can summon Tiara and then send the Ents, and then you can destroy a card. Sometimes you want to destroy your own Tiara because there's a level restriction with Infernoids where you can only summon if you have 8 or less. So this is, since it's level 11, you have to hit itself and you use special summons, so that's important. And then for another target, I play Wind Pegasus Agnister. I don't know the guy's name, but he got top 8 at the Connecticut Regionals, and he's playing Infernoids, and he played this, so shout out to him. He said, so if you send this, it basically has an effect engrave where if a card gets destroyed, you could shuffle a card on the field, and I don't think it targets. Doesn't target. It does target, but still having a shuffle removal is really good. So it's a good card, and you can also summon it. So what it does on the field is, it's generic, it's level 7 synchro. You can summon it with Decatron, and it says you can destroy spell traps up to the number of Ignisters you control. So it's once per turn, so every turn you can destroy 1 spell or trap, so it's pretty good. And then Omega as the level 8, obviously people play it a lot. Sometimes I summon this, and you can return a banish on your opponent's standby phase. And then for the Link monsters, I play Double Hita. This is really good in the Salad matchup. You want to resolve it, like summoning it is really important, and it just leads you into your Equimax. So Hita is very important. Like if you banish 1 off Extravagance, you always want to have a second one. And then of course I play the 1 Phoenix. Not really that important, but it's a good utility option. 1 Dual Little Chimera to OTK with fires, and then if you have a Layer of Darkness, you need Wee Witch Apprentice because you have Darks now. And then double Equimax, which is OTK. You just summon, you go into Hita, and if they have a fire like Ash Blossom, you special the Ash Blossom, and then you go into Equimax, you summon Atondel or Saitsemis, you attack, and then it gains its attack, so it's like 67 1 punch, and then you tribute this for cost, and then you attack directly. So it's pretty good. So I like how the deck can OTK, I like how it can go second. I like how it's just a generic way to not only play through boards, but also banish from your opponent's graveyard. So you hit their tempo and you just destroy their boards. So it's pretty good. I like this deck can go first, but it's also really good going second. It's kind of similar to Dinos, but I think what it does better than Dinos is Dinos kind of is linear and it resolves on resolving their Oviraptor, and this deck can win in multiple ways. So I really like that about the deck. So yeah, guys, that's all I really have to say about this. It's a pretty standard Infernoid deck, but I think Infernoids are really good right now. And if you're looking for a new deck to pick up Infernoids. And that's all I really have to say. So this is Henry from Bemani Lounge, signing off. Peace, guys.